Hi, everyone. Good afternoon to you, or good morning, or good evening. Welcome to our pages and welcome to the special page, which is Jerry and Fiona. Thank you, everyone, for taking time to come to the page and exploring the different options and learning about online business. Well, the world is globally changing and everyone is trying to take a slice of the online space. Why? Because it's very easy and with there's a little of commitments and people are looking to find a way away from the traditional style of working for an employer. Well, today I have a very special guest. Well, to help you guys to make a concrete decision and to understand how this business can change lives. So, without further delay, I have a special guest on the panel. Her name is Rebecca. I welcome you, Rebecca. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good
Yes,
afternoon to everyone in the
yes,
UK. Good
yes. Take your
evening
time to
here
introduce
from
yourself. Yes,
yeah, it's good evening here from Perth.
yes, yeah. Nice to hear from you, Rebecca. Please, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, why not? Okay. So hello everyone. As Jerry has already said, my name is Rebecca. I'm a registered nurse. I went to King's College London. That's where I trained.
Wow.
I trained in London, so I know London. And yeah, I worked there in with KUK. I worked there for a while, for like 4 years. And then I got married, had my first child, and then we moved with my husband to Australia. We lived in London or UK for 9.5 years, and we have been in Australia for 10 years now. So, yeah, I'm a real migrant. I'm originally from Ghana. So, yeah. So currently, I'm also I've got two more kids. So altogether, I have three kids. The oldest, who was born in London, is now 10 years old, and the youngest is three, almost turning four this month. So yeah, and I'm a proud digital business owner, which is what we are here to talk about.
Yes,
So
exactly.
thank you for inviting me, Jerry. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
welcome. Yeah, we share the same journey, something in common. We are also immigrants. We come originally from Goa, the west part of India, and we moved about 15, 18 years ago in the UK. And just moved because of better quality of life. And we always want to explore because back home we have our families, we want to support them, and then we want to meet more friends. So, and then I have my wife as well. She's currently working. Uh, at the school and I'm at home at the moment. It's my day off. So I just want
Okay,
to make
okay,
new friends and explore more options and learning from other business partners.
yeah.
Well, so Rebecca, it's nice that you shared that you were in the UK. So people will be interesting that you went to Australia and then you
Yeah.
found this online digital business. So how did you decide to start your own online digital business? Because you were in the UK and you decided to go to Australia, a new country, because you were looking for more options and you found a better option. So how did it
Exactly,
go?
exactly. Yeah, I always believe that we have to get better, so I have to get better than my parents were. And I also believe my children should also be better than I was. So that is why I'm here. I travel to seek greener pastures, to get a better life, to create something better for myself and my children, because I know that my parents tried their best, and they did what they can, but I also know that there is more opportunities. So when the opportunity came for me to travel to UK to do, I had just finished high school, and I had opportunity to travel to UK. So I took that opportunity and I went. And when I went to college there. And when I finished, I also continued to do my nursing degree. So yeah, it was all about seeking greener pastures. I knew once I was in the UK, I was gonna make it. So why did I leave UK to Australia? That is another story. Like I said, you have to always get better and better. So I found another opportunity in Australia, and I was thinking, well, if I can leave the cold and go to a sunny place, why not? So so
That's
the journey
amazing.
continues. And then I found this digital business too. I'm like, why not? It's going to better my life. Why not? So it's all about bettering our lives, getting better and better, not being stagnant. That's not why we're here. No one traveled from their hometown or home country to just come and see snow or wear jackets and say, I'm overseas. No, we came to make something, make an impact. We came to be able to help our family. We back home and our family here, help the community. So to make a change, really, if we can't make a change, then I don't think we've really done justice to us traveling overseas, because it's hard work and we have to make sure that we have something to show for us leaving home. It will be sad for those home to be better than us, because we are saying we are traveling for better opportunities. Then we have to take advantage of whatever the opportunity we find here. So that's why I entered into digital business, and as part of, in addition to my nursing.
That's amazing, Rebecca. Yeah. Mm. So just thinking, so when you're saying you moved to Australia and then you started exploring the options, and I'm
Yeah,
sure you had some of the challenges, like people have been saying, oh, maybe they're mentioning this is a scam, this is not a legitimate business. Well, I
yeah,
also have many queries as well when I have my own campaigns. When people talk to me, some of them write very atrocious and kind of obnoxious comments, then say this business is a scam, it is
yeah,
it's illegal, and this thing. So one of the challenges as digital business owners, we have the one common problem issue is the legitimacy of the business.
yeah.
So Rebecca, can you explain how did you manage and how did you overcome this situation when people say this is a illegitimate business, or how do you say this is a legitimate business?
Yeah.
Please share it with our worldwide audience around the world.
Yeah, it's very sad that we have opportunities and then we give excuses, and one of the excuses is it's a scam.
Mm.
And those who say it's a scam don't have any reasons. They don't have any evidence. They just say it because they think someone has been scammed before, or they have been scammed online before, so it's a scam. What I tell people is, if you have tried an online business before and you were scammed, maybe if you go back and assess why it happened that way, you would find out that you missed a step or two yourself. You might not have done your due diligence to verify what you were buying into. So, with this business, as a registered nurse, I have to make sure I can't attach my name to anything that is illegitimate, because I'm in public. I'm a nurse. I have, rules and codes of conduct to go by. So I can't just attach myself to anything. So I have to verify that what I'm getting into is legitimate. Because there are many, as you said, rightly said, there are many things going on online. How do you find out this is right or this is not? And how do you do it? In Australia, I'm not sure in UK, because I didn't do any online business in the UK, but here in Australia, if you want to find out that a business is legitimate to operate, there is a website that you can go to. We call them the Australian Securities and Investment Commission.
Wow.
You go to that website, you type in the company name, the company you're going to work with. If the company is registered and they are legal, the name will be there with their registration status, just like a nurse. That's what they do for us. If you want to find out if I'm qualified and I'm still working as a nurse, whether I have been banned or there's any restriction for me practicing, you go to our nursing website, the professional website, you put in my name and it will bring you my records. Then that would tell you that if I have been banned before, it will be there. If I have any criminal history, it will be there. That's the same way that I checked with the company. How did I find out the company? You never know until you come in to us, until you come in and watch the webinar, and we'll be able to tell you the companies we are working with, those who are giving us this franchise business that we are working with. Then once you know the companies, you go and do your own research. That's why we give you 30 days to go
Correct.
and look around. So you have 30 days to go and look around, do your research. I have to say this as well. Because of competition in the market, when you go and do your research, you have to make sure you are doing it for yourself, not what people are saying. Because if I'm selling tomatoes and you, Jerry, you are also selling another brand of tomatoes, it's likely, high chance that you will come to my website and put bad comments there just because you don't want me to get business. That is right. So for me to know, do I go to Jerry or do I go to Rebecca and buy tomatoes? I have to make sure which company is really legit. I can't just go by just reviews. We all know reviews helps, But the main thing is check in your country. How do we find out a business is legitimate? Check in your country. This business is global. And so we are in so many countries. So you can check. Even here in Australia, I can walk to their office and speak to a human being. I can pick up my phone and call the office and speak to a human being there. So I know I'm not working with robots or people who I don't even know. You talk to a human being, just like any business. This is just online, and that is where people are fearful. So do your own diligence. When I did it, I found that the company is real. I spoke to a human being. I have friends who can visit their office because if you live in Sydney, the office is close by. They have another office in Melbourne. So just check it out. Check it out for yourself. Give yourself that chance to check it out. If you have been scammed before, it doesn't mean you just stop living. Life must go on. People who made it tried over and over again. The person who came up with a light bulb, if they had listened or looked at the failures, they failed more than 1,000 times, yet they got it done. And today we are all enjoying light. So if you really want to do something, you let nothing stop you and you go all the way till the end. That is how I am. I will check it all the way just to make sure I've done my due diligence so that I won't say, oh, if I had done it, what if? No, I would do it and see what happens. And there is no risk. You come in, you see, you go, do your homework. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, well, no one will force you. So yeah, do your due diligence. It's legit for me. I have done it and I'm happy. It doesn't matter what anyone says. I know the research that I've done.
That's very well said. That you have explained very well about the 30-day money back guarantee. Well, in our case, I just want to share about our journey as well. So I remember about 8 or 9 months back, my wife had shown me a post online, and I was telling my wife, "No, this is a scam. We don't want to. We already have enough of debts. I don't or manage financial commitments. I don't want to try it." So she's been trying for telling me 3, 4 months, 4 months. She said, "We have the money. Let's do some investment." So that as when we work for employees, what happens? We get our salary, and that's it. And then we still have so many bills. And where is that extra money going to come from? So my wife was saying, "Well, I'll give you the investment, and then you can start this thing." I said, "Okay, if you're going to do, okay, I will explore this online business." So I started exploring. I typed in the person's message, and I saw the webinar, and I heard the different testimonials from different people. So there was a particular testimonial where the person shared about the person paid off the house mortgage within the 12 months period because of the hard work which you did it working smartly, and so many other benefits. I said, wow, that's good. So then I said, still, how can it be legitimate? Then I saw the, like Rebecca shared, the 30-day money back guarantee. So
Yeah.
I was thinking, I heard the testimonials. So shall I book the coaching call? The coaching call is what basically just telling about the business option. Those who want to be serious business owners. That's all the call is about, and to tell what can we do to get the business in really starting in true spirit.
Yeah.
That's all is it. For everything else, there is an investment involved. Well, if we go to a shop, supermarket to buy groceries, food, we wouldn't get free food. Okay, come on, you pick up everything and it just go. We need to pay for it. Or if we want to travel around the world and we say, well, I'm just come, I have come for my flight ticket to go to Canada. Can I get my seat? Well, they'll ask you for your reservation. Have you paid for it? So they will ask you for everything. You have to put an investment, a payment.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Walt, for airlines, when we pay for it, the money is just gone.
Come.
But in our business, which is the minimal investment that is required, you will get good returns compared to the other traditional business. The traditional business, let's find the differences. We have to do an investment for paying the rents, paying the employees, paying the taxes, paying so many other commitments, and even stocking all the stocks and all.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
in our online digital business, you don't have to do all this.
Nothing like
All
that.
is, yes, correct. All you have to do is just do some smart marketing, which we will help. There are two people in this business to help. So in this case, Rebecca will be her coach, and the wider community, and the same way in me, in by myself, a coach, and the wider community, and they are there to support you, to mentor. So
You are never alone. Mm.
correct. Yes, you are never alone. So
Mm.
I don't think there's another like a should have any kind of like a be skeptical or just say, well, I don't want to try it, and nobody is going to lose the money. As
No.
Rebecca pointed, you can
No.
check it, Google it, research, make your own due diligence, and you can find out. And the beauty of this business is like one of the high points which I have benefited is I have met new digital business owners. See, I
Yes.
never met Rebecca. I never knew that she worked in the UK and she migrated. Well, this is just by just like a pot of checking out this thing, and I found out Rebecca. So it's good that because when we have any issues, we can contact each other.
Yeah.
Rebecca, how can you help me, please? I'm really struggling with this. So there
Yeah.
is no selfishness. This is my business. This is your business. All of us here are here to support,
Help.
and we are not a quick get rich scheme or a
No.
multi-level scheme or any kind of the investment where there's minimum investment. There is some this thing, but you have to follow the training, and that's why we have different kind of the training modules. When you pay up the $149, so that is your lifetime payment for the training materials. So don't confuse that this is an investment. It is a fee for the training.
No,
So
it's
yes,
only 149. It can't be the
yes,
investment.
yes,
149, you can take your family out for dinner or lunch, and you will
correct.
not even more than that. So 149 cannot start a business. We have to tell the all viewers that is not the money to start it, because I've had that
Yeah,
question before that it sounds too good to be true. I only pay 149 to be a business when I'm like, no,
no,
you pay 149 to be it assigns you a coach, a mentor, the training site. You get access to the community group, a full package. That is what you get access to. And then you now go to, we have so many streams. As you know, streams of income, as you know, 5 streams of income. I only wanted one additional stream of income to add to my nursing. But this package or this business has given us 5 streams of income now in the health and well-being, which I'm obviously amazed with, because I'm a health professional. And now we have travel. So this is it's amazing. So when you come in, like you said, we have starting point. Everyone is different. So as you come in, you book your coaching call. That is when the coach will explain to you the different routes, different options, and you will decide this
yes,
is the option that I want to go with, or this is the so there's a medium, there's a low entry one, medium one, and a high one. You decide which one will fit you. And so there's something for everyone. There is no really excuse. Once you come in, you will not want to go out. I tell you, once you come in and see what people are experiencing, people who have paid debt and bought mortgages and things happening, and they are all real people that you can contact and seek advice from and work together, support you to build your business. If I had known this business a long time ago, I would have done it whilst I was doing my nursing degree.
yes. That's
By
amazing.
now, I would have built it, very, very, up to a very high level. So yeah, the 149 definitely is not what starts your business. It's what gets you into it for more information. And then you have a life, you have a coach and mentor for life. That what gives you. So if you are really struggling to pay that 149, then I don't really know, because when you go out now, you will just waste it on something. 149 is, come on, you can.
It's nothing exactly.
It's
Yes,
nothing.
yes,
So that is not that. Once you come in, then you can choose which option you want to begin with. You have access to all 5 streams. You decide you can start with this now. In 1 year or 6 months' time, you can add the other streams. You don't have to do all at the same time. There's options for everyone.
Rebecca, thank you so much for explaining about the 149 and also for giving a good insight about the 5 streams of income. And
Yeah.
that is very well said because now we have the fifth stream of income, which is
Yeah.
like those who are looking for traveling. Like I just
Travel.
joined last week. Have you as well?
Sorry.
Have you joined the fifth stream of income?
Your mentor has to join, and then you have to join. So because I'm here, we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
definitely it's a must, because everyone wants to travel. I want to travel. Even I was saying to my husband last time when we were in UK, there are places in the UK that I did not even travel to go and see because I was so busy working, working, working. And also sometimes you think about the cost, but with this option, you don't even have to think about the cost, because you are given so much options. You can travel for half price, you can travel for free, you can travel, it's just so many options where you want to choose to even sleep. Traveling with a family with kids, you want to make sure where you are sleeping is, secured and things like that. This travel gives us the option to be able to go and do all that, enjoy all that, a good break that we deserve to relax without thinking about the debt that we accumulate. So this is a very good option, which I'm go. I mean, there's no two way about that. I have to. It's part of my business now.
Very well said, Rebecca. You did explaining for me. Very good. I love the explanation. So, Rebecca, what is the biggest lesson that you have learned since becoming a digital business owner?
Not to judge a book by its cover. Because when I saw the ad of this business, if I had just said it was a scam and just skipped it, I would have really missed this amazing opportunity. And so I always say I thank God that, you know what happened? When I first saw the ad, I just, entered my name and everything, but I never followed it up to what the webinar. And you know what God would do? When I moved from one state to the other, I was in Queensland when I saw the ad and I registered. And then I moved from Queensland to Perth. When I came to Perth, I met my husband's friend who they work together. My husband is a geologist, they work in the mines. Her friend was a business owner, a digital business owner. So she was the one who we were talking about work. And then she was the one who said, "Oh, I'm a business owner." I'm like, "Oh, is it maybe it's one of those ads that I saw?" So she then told me to go back and watch the webinar and then followed it up. And I thank God that I met her because she reminded me of that. When I brushed it off, she reminded me, and I believe it was God answering my prayers, that He led me back to that person to say, "Go back to that thing. You've been praying, you've been looking. This is it, and you have left it there. Go back and watch that webinar and follow it up, at least see where it takes you." And I did, and I'm so happy. So, not to judge a book by its cover.
That's amazing. Well said. Because sometimes we feel like when we see some nice, like some attraction kind of advertisement or kind of messages, we tend to be judgmental. Thank you
Yeah.
for clarifying that. Really appreciate that. So now, Rebecca, I noticed that you're so busy. You have 3 kids. So how do you manage with the work-life balance with this managing the online digital business?
You know what? If this business I had to do everything myself, I couldn't have done it. No, no way. As a mother, nurse, 3 children, there's no way I could have done this if there was no automation. The automation, once I saw automation, that was it. I was just like, wow, if I can be with my kids, I can be in their activities, whether it's sport or school activities, whatever it is, and my business still runs at the background. I don't have to be physically there to
Wow.
work. That is exactly what I was looking for. As a nurse, I cannot send a robot to replace me. I have to be at the bedside to be a nurse, to nurse someone, and I can't be at 2 places at the same time. But with this digital business, I can be everywhere, anywhere. That's why we say it's global. You can work from anywhere. All I need is to have my phone with me and I'm working. All I need is to make sure, I have internet. So the automation that this platform provides is amazing. It just automates things for you. Most of the heavy work is done for you, and you have to come in and do your little bit that you have to put in, and that is all. A few hours in a week, it's all we need. So definitely a very good one to go with. Families, parents, mothers, those who are busy with little kids. It's amazing. This is it. This is it. Automation.
That's very well said. So I was thinking when I joined the only thing what I did, like Rebecca said, I just clicked on the website so you can contact Rebecca or myself. Just click on the website. Please put your name and email address and register and get all the information. Listen to the testimonials, be inspired, and take the next step of paying the
Yeah.
$149. And don't forget that is not an investment, please. That is just for the training materials. And then the coach will explain about the next steps, about having concrete, about having your own website, about your funnel. Well, I cannot disclose all the information. You need to explore it.
Yeah.
So now, Rebecca, thank you so much for giving all the insight. Now, what is a final message for a worldwide audience? We all are really looking because we heard about your testimony that how well you manage as a nurse and working at home and managing. So, what's your message for the audience?
Well, for me, I would say that you are the only one who knows your situation. We go through so many things. We can't let everybody know. Nobody will know. And sometimes we think about what people will say more than what we think is good for us. Oh, what if I go and do this? What will this person say? What will that person say? But those people are not the people who are paying your bills for you. Those people are not the people who are going to put your children's names in their will. When you are not there, they are not going to take care of your children. You know what is good for you. You know what is good for your own children. And so when you are doing things, think about yourself for once. Let everyone do what they want. Think about yourself. What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your family? What do you want for your children? Think about that. And when you are doing well, and you are, when you go forward, those who are talking about you, they will see how you have now. When they see the result, let's put it that way. When they see the results, they will now come and ask you, how did you do it? So what I want to say is, don't let this opportunity skip you. Don't overlook this opportunity. It came your way for a reason. Go to Jerry. Jerry will be able to help you. One thing I want you to also know is that we are not just here trying to do it ourselves. We cannot do it ourselves. We have a global community. So we are part of a global community. And that's why we are so confident to say that when you come, you will be successful once you are plugged in. So check this out. Don't let this opportunity go by. Register your name, check it out, and do your due diligence and decide for yourself. So you don't have to keep living and saying, I should have tried. What if, what if, what if? You have the right to know it now, and you can decide for yourself, and you will be amazed. You will not go back. Definitely. Once you come in, you will know it's the right thing. It's a gold mine.
That's amazing. Anything else you want to tell the audience, Rebecca?
Well, no, I think I've said everything now. Yeah. Oh,
Brilliant.
actually, one thing, Jerry, I wanted to say, like you were saying, the 149 is just an entry fee and not the business, the investment itself. I also want to say that for those who are looking for jobs, this is not a job.
Very good.
This is a business. This is not a job. So don't expect to come in, oh, I've got a CV. What can I do? No, no, we don't do interviews for this. This is not a job. This is a business. We are looking for people who want to build something. A business takes time to build. It takes patience. It takes a positive attitude and mind. So we have to come in with that, and we'll be able to build together. It's a business, a legacy, something you can build. I've been working for 14 years now as a nurse. I can't pass on my nursing, nothing. There's nothing to pass on to my kids. But with this business, wherever you build up to over the years, you can pass it on to your kids. Also, for those who are already in mortar and brick and mortar business, I interviewed this ex-soldier who, because of the intensity of the job, he knew that as time goes on, he can't do that anymore. So he had to take a break. And this was something that he looked into. So if you're thinking that what you are doing is so manual and you can't continue doing that because as you are growing, your age, everything is getting a toll on you, then look into doing a digital business, which is not manually intensive. That's all I'll say for now.
That's great. I'm so pleased that you clarified about the job option. Yes, I do also get messages that we are looking for a job. I said no, and I'm so grateful to Rebecca that she has brought a clarification. Well, guys, our audiences around the world, please don't be like myself. Like when I did, like I took 8 months to decide to join this business, and I was so skeptical, and I was not willing to listen to my wife. And I said, and my wife, don't forget, she's a God fearing woman and she worships the Lord, and she is not. And then based on that, I said, okay, come on, I will do it. And then I can say 100% this business is legitimate, and it brings results. And let my panelists, my guest said that we have to do our due diligence, follow the training, which you will get the results, and it will like every other business. This will be required like a investment, but it's not a heavy load business like a brick and mortar or any others. So, guys, I welcome you to make the relevant inquiries about a business with Rebecca. She's a brilliant mom, and she's a super great mentor, and she will coach you exactly how to go about with the business. And also, you can also explore with us as well. So, we also will help you. So, I really thank you everyone for their valuable time for coming and listening to us, because all our business leads are looking at, and they want to find more information. So this is a platform that we have organized so that you know that we are real people,
Yeah.
and we want to genuinely help you. So thank you so much. Have a great good afternoon, good evening, good night. Okay,
Yeah.
bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.